Visiting Rome for G20 Summit over the weekend, President Moon Jae-in met Pope Francis at the Vatican on Friday, asking the Pope to visit North Korea for peace on the Korean Peninsula. The Pope said he would visit if he receives an invitation from the North. Our Blue House correspondent Kim Min-ji, who is traveling with the president, files this report.
President Moon Jae-in told Pope Francis that a papal visit to North Korea would bring momentum for peace on the Korean Peninsula. The Blue House said Moon made the suggestion during his 20-minute closed-door one-on-one with the Pope at the Vatican on Friday. In response, Pope Francis was quoted as saying that he would go if North Korea sends an invitation. He called the two Koreas brothers, noting that they share the same language.
Pope Francis said that he hopes for continued efforts for talks with North Korea, adding that he's always praying for peace and unification of the Korean Peninsula. The Pope also said that if there's an invitation from North Korea, he will visit for peace and to help us all.
This was Moon's second meeting with Pope Francis in 3 years. A potential papal visit was also brought up then, with Moon delivering a verbal message from North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, inviting him to visit. But a trip never materialized as the peace process stalled, following the abrupt breakdown of the second North Korea-US summit in 2019. It is not known if Moon had a message on behalf of Pyongyang this time. No pope has ever visited North Korea. Following the private session, President Moon gave the Pope a gift, a cross made from old fences from the demilitarized zone that separates the two Koreas. There, Moon expressed hope to see the Pope again, but on the Korean Peninsula.
다음에 꼭 한번 앉아서 뵙게 되길 바라겠습니다.
Friday's meeting was closely watched amid the continued standstill in the peace process and with Pyongyang unresponsive to calls for talks. President Moon has said he'll make efforts until the end of his term in May next year to achieve a new order for peace and prosperity on the peninsula through diplomacy and dialogue. Recently, he's been pushing for a symbolic declaration to end the 1950-53 Korean War. With President Moon's proposal rekindling the possibility of the first ever papal visit to the north, attention will now be on whether this helps advance this peace initiative.
But the clock is ticking for the Pope's visit to take place within Moon's term, which ends in 6 months. And it also depends on the response from North Korea, which is still under tight COVID-19 quarantine restrictions. Kim Min-ji, Arirang News, The Vatican.